And he strikes him out again. Foul tip to the Mets.
Hold on real quick. I'm just sending an email to the next team that is facing Shohei Ohtani. Quick reminder, don't make him mad. Send. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today. The Phillies. Yeah, I'm rocking out the Mets shirt and the Phillies jersey because I kind of feel bad for Phillies fans. The Mets stole a game yesterday, an all-time choke job from the Phillies. The Guardians and the Jays faced off in an electric matchup, and Manny Machado is legit, ladies and gentlemen. I told you before the season he could be a dark horse MVP, and he's playing like that. Now, a quick reminder, if you're going to any concerts or baseball games anytime soon, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek. Save yourself $20 off your entire purchase. All right, let's talk about the Astros and the Tigers, and Akil Baddoo, the bad man, was back in the leadoff spot. A random little tidbit. I know I'm a fanboy, but I just wanted to make sure that Tigers fans knew that Baddoo was not hitting ninth anymore. He was back in the leadoff spot. We'll see if it stays that way. Look at this shot from Shohei Ohtani. I know that 2017 happened, and maybe the buzzers happened, what was it, 2018 or 2019, whatever you want to believe. But regardless, Shohei Ohtani is still that guy. He has 32 doubles and 34 home runs with the 126 OPS plus over his last 159 games. Those are both elite numbers, ladies and gentlemen, so get it through your head. Shohei Ohtani is very good at baseball. Martin Maldonado throws out the bad man after he got on a walk, and Jeremy Pena homers off of Tarek Skubal. Skubal was great, but Jose Urquidy was not keying around yesterday. 6 shutout innings for Jose. He gives the lead to the bullpen, and there it goes. Candy delivers on a 2-run home run to right field. He turns on it in the 9th inning. Yordan Alvarez barrels this one to dead center, and he did not get all of it, even though he was staring at it. One of the very few mistakes that Yordan Alvarez has made. He's been someone that has been so reliable day in and day out, and he thought he had a walk-off home run. Either way, Chas McCormick comes in as a pinch runner, and Kyle Tucker gets the job done as the Astros walk it off, and they win 3-2. Now, this next game was not a walk-off, but at the same time, it kind of was, because I describe it as a walk-off kick to the nuts. The Mets and the Phillies faced off, and Bryce kickstarts the scoring with a classic other way swing. He drives in a few and then does more damage in the 4th. So Bryce Harper very quietly has 5 home runs, 17 RBIs while slumping. He's doing all of this while not being at his best. Castellanos makes it back-to-back home runs, and the vibes were immaculate, and there's no way that the Phillies lose this, right? Because the Mets, they haven't won a game in their last 340-ish games when losing by 6 going into the 9th. Well, there was a 2-run pimp job by Francisco Lindor. Mark Canha has a cheesy infield single to bring it closer. Then J.D. Davis, who once upon a time Yu Darvish said is the best hitter in baseball, or at least the toughest out, something and makes fans sweat even more. And Nimmo ties it up. So let's see if Starling Marte can complete the comeback. He belts one deep, and he just misses his 2nd home run of the game. It is now an 8-7 ball game, and Edwin Diaz comes in for a perfect 9th inning. He strikes out 2, and that was an epic win. But with every epic win comes an epic loss. So keep all of your Philly friends in your thoughts today. I know that Joel Embiid had that orbital fracture or whatever, and the Phillies just imploded. I guess the silver lining is you still have a really good team. You guys don't suck. That's, again, a good thing. Shohei Ohtani and Babe Ruth, tell me if you've heard that in the same conversation. God, we get spammed by this. But you know what? This is actually a fun tidbit. Shohei Ohtani became the first pitcher since the great Bambino to be the starting pitcher and the team's cleanup hitter. I mean, again, it's been 100+ years since this has happened. Shohei shut down the Boston Red Sox into the 5th inning, but so does Rich Hill in regards to the Angels. He blanks the Halos, and it continues for both teams into the 6th, where Ohtani gets some help from the defensive genius, the guru himself, Velasquez. Jared Walsh might be the Grim Reaper in Boston because he has been killing them the last few days. That gives Shohei Ohtani the lead, and he summons all of his rage on this one to Trevor Story. And yeah, that's not going to cut it, Trevor. He hasn't been very good, but I feel like he's going to have a good season. Ohtani goes 7 scoreless with 11 strikeouts. No free passes either. He doesn't walk a single hitter. The Angels must have been hyped up because they immediately go off for 5 runs in the next frame. Ohtani ended up hitting a baseball so hard that he knocked off his own number off the wall on the Green Monster. Brandon Marsh came into this at-bat 0 for his last 16, and he snapped that. So the Angels, I'm not saying that they should be the World Series favorites, but if they can stay healthy, I'm crossing all of my fingers and toes and eyes that happens. They could be a serious contender. And by the way, for anyone who cares, Ohtani threw 99 pitches, 81 of them were 4 strikes. So he only threw 18 balls that entire game. Ohtani is just a different breed of baseball player. The Orioles and the Twins, Ryan Mountcastle went yard, and I really wish that his first name was Bartholomew or something cooler than Ryan, because Mountcastle might be my favorite last name aside from Nootbaar and Badu. Anyways, Cedric connects for a home run in back-to-back games, and oh my goodness, Byron Buxton now has a 207 OPS plus with elite speed, defense. That was his 8th home run. Please, baseball gods, give us 140 games of prime and healthy Byron Buxton. The Twins go up on that one, but one of my favorite players clutches up, Jorge Mateo. He sends this one 415 feet to tie it up. Now he skipped to the 7th, and unfortunately, Carlos Correa, after having a pretty cool web gem earlier on in the game, fractures his finger. He's going to be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks, which really bums me out. Moving on to the rest of the game, Austin Hayes and Ryan Mountcastle, they broke out the power bats a few more times, which makes it 7 home runs in their last 2 games. The Orioles are on the come up, ladies and gentlemen. Once Grayson Rodriguez is called up and they can maybe sign 1 or 2 more starters, Ali Rutschman gets called up, Heston Kjerstad is healthy, Austin Hayes is playing really well, I feel like the Orioles can mean business. And just because we talked about Carlos Correa being out with that fractured finger, who's going to replace him? Royce Lewis, the #1 overall pick back in 2017. I've met him, a super down-to-earth, humble kid. I am rooting for him. So honestly, if you're a Twins fan, you should be in good hands because Royce is really good, at least in my opinion. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. smoked this one with Bo Bichette on, and I was thinking to myself, okay, here we go. Aaron Savali is going to get smacked, but he bounced back. Steven Kwan stepped up, and he battled with a long at-bat. He wins it on a 2-run bomb, his first career home run. I just love Steven Kwan so much. He has really changed life in Cleveland because he is a breath of fresh air. He almost never strikes out. Ahmed Rosario, he strikes out a lot, but he puts the ball in play and grounds out to grab the lead. And Josh Naylor refuses to let anyone think his postseason run versus the Yankees was a flash in the pan. 12 RBIs, a 150 OPS plus, and he's hitting the ball very hard. Manny is hitting .333 over the last week. He knocks in Steven Kwan right before Andres Jimenez. Makes me want to shed a tear because I thought we got smoked in this Lindor trade, but he's looking really good and he should be the full-time shortstop, but apparently Terry Francona has a weird obsession with Ahmed Rosario. Now, luckily, Cleveland had a 4-run lead because Toronto clawed their way back. They bring it within 1. But fortunately for Cleveland fans, we got nasty version of Class A. Emmanuel has been shaky, but not in this one. A 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts for save number 5, and the Guardians have won back-to-back games against really good teams in the Padres and the Guardians. You know who's not a really good team? The Reds. Hunter Green got ripped apart by the Brewers, and this was hard to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Urias pops one. Yelich dismantles this one 435 feet. He has 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, and a nearly 130 OPS plus. So it's not that he's prime Yelich, but he has been way better this year. The barrage of scoring continues when Tellez doubles in Adames, Christian Yelich doubles in Peterson, and Adames gets all of this one. The Reds were kind of like, hey Hunter, just stay out there and please, for the love of God, save our bullpen depth. Tyrone Taylor and Hira pelt the kid for 2 more home runs, and Adames made me say, oh my God. After this home run was hit, I looked up his stats. 8 home runs, 21 RBIs, a 150 OPS plus. The Reds fall to 3-21. They are on pace to go 20-142, which would match the all-time low win mark from the 1898 Spiders. They won 20 games. That's just, I'm so sorry, Cincinnati. The Padres and the Marlins, I really feel like Manny Machado has done a great job at kind of salvaging his image. He hasn't done anything too cringy or too hate-worthy in a while. And look at him. He has become a top 5 player, at least to start the season. And in my opinion, he's been a fantastic leader. And if you don't believe me, here's another one. 425 feet on this swing, and he leads everyone with a 2.5 WAR. Nick Martinez was fantastic. 4 strikeouts over 7 innings. He allows 1 run, but Taylor Rogers has been nailed. He comes in the 9th, converts his NL best 11th save. What a pickup for the San Diego Padres. Harold Ramirez singles in Manuel Margot in the 4th, and Mike Zunino pummels one against his former team. Zunino has 36 home runs in his last 127 games to go along with a 126 OPS plus. Those are really good power numbers. Shane McClanahan gets some help from his defense in the bottom of the 4th. This is Taylor Walls, and he was throwing 99 to 100 all day long. Shane does allow 2 earned runs, but he's been very good. He has a 13.1 strikeouts per 9 and a low 3 ERA. The Rays are definitely going to be a problem once Glasnow comes back towards the middle of the season. Adam Frazier brings it to within a 1-run ball game in the bottom of the 7th, but Brooks Raley picks up his 2nd save, and the Mariners, they fall to 12-14, not looking too great as of late. The fossil himself, the dinosaur, Yadier Molina. Okay, he's a future Hall of Famer. I don't want to disrespect him. Look at Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman smokes a 2 RBI single in the 5th for Miles Michaelis, who showed up in just under 6 innings. Not his best start, but he did his job and he limited the Giants to just 1 earned run. Tommy Edman grabs another RBI on his 3rd hit of the day, and the Cardinals pile on in the 7th. O'Neal is up to 19 RBIs after that 2-run single, and rookie Juan Yepes has been very impressive. And funny enough, the Cardinals are 19th in team OPS, so hitting, and they're 4th in team ERA. I thought that was going to be reversed. I thought that they would be one of the better hitting teams, and their pitching staff wasn't going to be that great. Now, as the season progresses, I feel like those are going to balance out. I feel like they'll be top 15 in each, but we'll have to wait and see. Last but not least, we have a roller coaster game. Juan Soto turns on this one for a solo shot, but the Rockies, they did some damage with runners on. Rogers doubles in McMahon, and look at Garrett Hampson. So inspirational, man. Garrett comes back from injury and hits a 3-run home run, and that was answered by an RBI double from Josh Bell. But then the Rockies return the favor with 4 more runs in the 5th, and Brendan Rodgers smashes this one back to Washington. That 3-run tater went nearly 540 feet, and my source, do trust me. Randall Grichuk is hitting .325 with 4 home runs after this one, compared to a paltry .212 batting average and a 51 OPS plus of Raimel Tapia of the Blue Jays. Tapia and Bradley Zimmer have been horrific offensively for the Blue Jays. Just wanted to throw that out there. The Rockies are now 15-10. Can they sustain this? I don't know how to judge them as a baseball team. They do have all of the core requirements in place. They have solid starters. They have a good lineup. It's just their bullpen is shaky at best. But that is going to do it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. And before we show the web gems, I just wanted to show every single person that left a super thanks on yesterday's video. I would not be able to make all of these recaps without all of your support. If you think about it, I've been doing this series for essentially 3 or 4 years straight. I almost never get a day off, so my grind sometimes wears on me mentally. I get mentally exhausted often, and I don't want to burn out, but honestly, you guys make it really worth it, and you guys make it fun for me. So thank you for really just supporting my passion, and I'm glad that we share the same passion, and we can all come together because of the great game of baseball. So thank you again to the people that left a super thanks, and enjoy the web gems from yesterday.
On the ground, and a diving play by Crawford. He couldn't get him at first, but for now, that keeps O'Neal at 3rd.
Relief, allowed a hit, struck out 2. Rendon made the play
over, and as he gets in the dugout, he stops his feet, but he keeps it by.
Mancini lifts a pop-up short left field. Correa out, and he makes the catch.
Veteran-type moves from Jeremy Payne in his first month in the big leagues. There goes Baddoo, Martin Maldonado, Machado has done it again.